is this final season of the Baltimore Orioles Outfield as we know it. The Baltimore Orioles preview continues right here on the Flex Zone Podcast. Any place giving you that Orioles coverage how you want it when you need it. Go ahead, subscribe if you need. Hit that like button, hit that bell, comment down below. Orioles season just days away. We're breaking down the outfield right here on the Flex Zone Podcast. Birdland, the Birds of Baltimore are getting ready to take the field as opening day is days away. Orioles previews continue on Flex Zone Podcast. You guys know the drill. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, leave us a like, helps us out tremendously, and hit that bell to know when all videos drop. And comment down below. The comment section is yours. We're going to talk some O's today. Again, yesterday we talked about Brandon Hyde. Today we are going to continue our previews and look at the outfield, get into the positions, get into some of the players. We know who's on the roster. Cedric Mullins. He is your center fielder. We have Anthony Santander, Tony Taters in right field, one of the best DHs in baseball. And, of course, we have at left field, who does a fantastic job as always, one of the most underrated left fielders in Major League Baseball. Plays a great left field, especially with the new setup at Camden Yards, Austin Hayes. As I got the depth chart in front of me here, we know Hayes in left, Mullins in center, and Tony in right. And it looks like Ryan O'Hearn will be your DH, at least right now, is looking at the depth chart and everything. And there are also others. Jorge Mateo is slotted as someone who could play center field, even though I don't really include him in this preview. I'd be surprised unless there's major catastrophic injury to multiple guys. I don't see him being in the outfield. If he's in the outfield more than 5 or 10 games, if that, I'd be surprised. So I'm not really incorporating him. He's going to be more of a shortstop third, utility guy second, even if needed. McKenna, I really didn't know why he made this team over Kyle Stowers. And that is a big question I have. It's like, what the hell are we doing with Kyle Stowers? The guy played well last year in spring, came up, didn't do well, but got injured. Was about to come back up, got injured again. Then you look at his spring this year, tied for the lead in home runs. He doesn't even make it to the big league roster. Are they getting ready to make a trade? Are they going to just tell him, hey, go on AAA and continue to rake? We'll use that with our spring training information and numbers to get you traded or another arm, maybe. I don't know, because I don't feel like he has a place in the end. And that's going to be, unfortunately, the sad reality when you have a plethora of top-notch prospects. Colton Cowser is a top 5 pick. He's going to get an opportunity, even though I was not really impressed with him. And there are reviews about his power and ability to play the outfield, but I honestly have not seen it yet from Colton Cowser. As I mentioned, Colton Cowser, Stowers, or Kerstad, who's also down in the minor leagues, who's primarily a DH because of his defense. One of these guys is going to have to step up this season. And it looks like Cowser is going to be the first to get the opportunity. Now, would I be surprised within the next, 10 or 15 games if Kyle Stowers isn't up here and he's part of this plethora of individuals and you see Ryan McKenna maybe go down? I don't know. I know Brandon Hyde loves Jorge Mateo. I know he loves Ryan McKenna, the athletic, defensive, speedy guys. But Tony Tater's in right. You can have a guy like O'Hearn who could play some outfield as well. I don't know why Austin Hayes didn't get more love for Gold Glove. He should have been in consideration, in my opinion, really to win that award. Cedric Mullins did miss some games last year. And as we get into the numbers here, last year he did miss, like I said, a significant amount of time. And he is in year 1 of 2 eligible arbitration years. So he's eligible for arbitration this year. He got it. And he'll be eligible next year. So come 2026, he'll be an unrestricted free agent. Are they going to sign Cedric Mullins long term? He is 30 years old, getting ready to be 30 years old this year. So after next year, he'll be 31. Is that why you drafted Enrique Bradfield Jr., who looks like he has all-world speed and all the opportunity to be the next Cedric Mullins? We'll see what he can do with the bat, but defensively and with speed, seems like he checks those boxes. But Mullins had 51 runs, 94 hits, 15 home runs, 74 RBIs, 19 steals. Would love to see that go up and even hit 233. I mean, if he can hit 245 to 250, still 25 to 30 bases, he probably would have went over 20 if he didn't get hurt. 15 home runs is good. He's a 15 to 20 guy. Don't forget, he's a 30-30 guy. First player in Orioles history to do so. I'm expecting Mullins to hit maybe close to 20 home runs, driving over 80, still 25, 30 bases, hit 250. That'll be a good year. OBP is 305, OPS of 721. Health is really the key for Mullins. I think he's found his niche as a left-handed hitter. We know what he can do in the base pass. I love to see this team use their speed. I want them to use their speed more because I think that there is a good opportunity for the Orioles to be one of the better base stealing teams, especially with the new rules in Major League Baseball where steals are encouraged. I think it's very, very important. So I'm looking for a big year from Cedric Mullins. Let's get to Anthony Santander, who I believe also is in the last year of his deal. I think he is what after this season, he will be a unrestricted free agent if my math is correct. Yep. So after this season, he'll be a unrestricted free agent. He did eligible. He was eligible for arbitration this year, which he took advantage of, obviously, and well deserved. I mean, look at this guy's numbers. He's fantastic. Played pretty much every day when you need him to. He's pretty much able to hit for power, hit for doubles, be the DH in the middle of your lineup. He got 152 hits, 28 home runs, 95 runs batted in, 5 steals, hit 257, and even probably a little bit of a down year for him when you look at his average. I mean, if he is he a 260, 270 guy? Can he hit you 30, 35 bombs? Can he drive you 100, 110 runs? Yes, yes, yes. One of the best DHs in the league. He's only going into year 30. So he'll be a 30-year-old left-handed DH. I'm sure on the market, he potentially could be sought after. But looking at how free agency went this year, do the Orioles maybe dangle him in a trade at the All-Star break, depending on how the season's going? Is he a guy that is trade bait? Do teams want him in their lineup? I mean, he's a switch hitter. Excuse me, I said lefty, but do you want that guy in your lineup? Maybe if you're a contender, what are you going to give the Orioles? I mean, if I'm the Orioles, I'm not trading him unless I'm getting blown away with the package of prospects because he's, like I said, a switch hitting DH that can hit for power. He's really the best power hitter we have in the lineup right now. Gunnar may be coming for that title this year, but these guys don't grow on trees. Now the question is, like I said, with this regime, David Rubenstein coming in, they said they're willing to spend more money. We know Elias would like to keep guys like this. Homegrown guy. Is he a guy that is paid? Maybe is he the first of the new wave of guys who maybe gets paid? I'm not saying he's getting a Chris Davis deal, but could I don't know, 2-3 year deal work for him? I think it could. Why not? I mean, it'd be low risk, high reward. If he's only going into year 31, I mean, why not? I would love to see what he could bring to the table for this roster. I think there's a really, really good chance that he's really entering his prime. And I really, really think he could be a guy that you can have as a power bat in your lineup. And he can be a guy that, if you need to be, can be primarily a DH. So I'm looking for Tony to hit over 30 home runs this year. I'm looking for Cedric to be in that 20 to 25 range. So that's 50 home runs right there between two guys. Now, Austin Hayes, he's not known for his power. He's known for his defense. Now, he's probably the guy out of the three, in my opinion, that could be gone first. And the only reason I say that is because I really don't know what his future is. I know they want to have Colton Cowser. I know they want to really, really give him an opportunity. I know they really, really want to give an opportunity to individuals like Kyle Stowers, Enrique Bradfield Jr. is coming up. I don't know. But I think if I had to say today, and I hope it's not true, where is Hayes going to be playing after the season? Now, he is still eligible, like I said, eligible for arbitration. Does he have much of a trade market? No. He was an all-star last year. Well deserved. Like I said, I know a lot of people think Anthony will be gone, Tony Taters. I don't see Cedric being gone right now. I think Enrique is still probably at least 2 years away, but he had 16 home runs, 67 RBIs, 5 steals, did Austin Hayes hit 275. I really see much of the same hitting in that 270, 275 range, maybe giving us more than 5 steals. But most importantly with Austin Hayes, like Cedric Mullins, it's health. Health is wealth for these guys. When they're healthy, they are the quintessential guys you want to have in the outfield. When you look at the speed, the range, just the overall ability and hustle to have great glove work. You think about Cedric Mullins, that game in Seattle, the catch he made. Austin Hayes making multiple catches in left field throughout the season last year. So I see potentially him in that 15 to 20 home run range. Yeah. He hit 16. Could he drop to 15, 14? I could see that. But I think what he could do in the base paths of getting double-digit steals could really, really help this team. Now, I would love to see him hit 20 bombs. He's a 20 bomb capable guy. He's only 28 years of age, but a little smaller in stature, but has good power. But his speed and defense in the outfit is unmatched. But I want to see them, like I said, if this is the last season, which I think it will be, because you got Hayes, who's coming up to want to get paid, Mullins, who's coming to want to get paid. Even if they get arbitration, they're going to get probably pay bumps if they play to what they're capable of, all-star caliber guys. And then Anthony Santander, who's in a walk year, who, if he hits 30, 40 bombs, look out. I mean, he's probably going to price himself out of Baltimore just because if he goes on the open market, he'll get snatched up by somebody. Could it be a Yankees in his own division, the Boston Red Sox who need a splash? No, the Dodgers, teams like that would love to have him. The Phillies, I'm just throwing names on the wall. We'll see what happens. But like I said, could it be an opportunity where he's traded? I don't know. But those are three constants you have. I don't know what we're going to get out of Kaiser. Like I said, I don't know what we're going to get out of Stowers when we'll see him. I don't know what we're going to get out of O'Hearn. I mean, last year he overachieved. He hit 14 home runs. I mean, can he give us another 10 or 15? Sure. But this could be Orioles fans, not to be all somber, because I think they have one of the best outfields in baseball, especially defensively. It could be the last year of the outfielders we know. Like I said, you got Kaiser, you got Hurstead, you got Stowers, you have Enrique Bradfield Jr. coming up. You have guys like Mateo McKenna who are really, in my opinion, their days are numbered, in my opinion, especially Ryan McKenna, just in the sense of being on this roster. And I think if Mullins, Hayes, and Santander can play 135 to 150 games for you, like I said, I think Hayes, Mullins, Santander, do they combine for 60 home runs, 65 home runs? That's a good number. I mean, I think Santander can be around 30. If Mullins can give you 20, that's 50. And then Hayes can give you another 10 to 15, that's 60. So 60 to 65 home runs. For the outfield, I'm going to write these down to see how I do of my bold predictions as I say, since we're into the positions. I know I did Brandon High yesterday. I think, like I said, I think they're going to win the AL East. I think they are the best team in the American League. The question is what they do in the postseason and how they respond to wetting the bid last year. So I'll say 60 to 65 home runs for the Orioles trio of outfield. Like I said, I think Santana will be around 30. I think Mullins will be around 20. Let's see if Hayes can give us double digits. Then we'll be good. Let's see what we get from Kaiser, because I just don't know. I really don't know. O'Hearn, I don't really expect him to do what he did last year, but he could. And let's see if one of these other guys, like I said, Hurstead or Stowers, comes up and gets an opportunity to play. Who knows? Ryan McKenna might get hot. Jorge Mateo might get an opportunity in center or left at the end of a game and really break out. We know the April he had last year. I mean, it's one of those things. I mean, Kaiser had a rough go of it. He hit 100 last year, 115. So, we're going to see what he can do. Like I said, they're high on him. I trust Mike Elias. He's pretty good on these things. He knows this better than me. And I think if Elias trusted him, I have no choice but to. Like I said, I didn't love the pick when they made it. Like, I didn't love the Kerstead pick. I thought they were cool. I thought they could have went with better players on the board. I even probably thought the pick of Jackson Holiday. I wasn't too familiar with Jackson Holiday. So now looking at that, especially getting a guy like Holiday, getting a guy like Enrique Bradfield Jr., I really like that pick, though, looking at what they are trying to do. Because, like I said, Mullins is leaving in another 2 years. If you have a situation where Hayes is traded or Santander is traded, you got guys in the pipeline. So let's see what happens. But I want to hear from you, Berlin. I want to hear from you, Orioles Nation. I want to hear from you, Birds of Baltimore fans, Flex Zone family. What are you looking forward to seeing when it comes to you the best Orioles content on YouTube? Nobody's talking about, is this the last season of the Baltimore Orioles outfield? Nobody's talking about, is this a make or break year for them? I got more content coming. I'm going to take a look at the infield. When do we see Jackson Howard? I'm going to take a look at the pitching staff. Do they have enough starting pitching? I'm going to take a look at the bullpen. Will they be able to close games consistently? What will we get from Cano and others? What does Craig Kimbrell bring to the table? But I want to hear from you in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the outfield. What do you think about the predictions out there? Do we get 60 to 65 home runs between Hayes, Mullins, and Santander? O'Hearn, does he give you another good bounce back year? What do we see from Mateo? Stowers, Kerstead, Hauser, does any one of them emerge if they're ready to come in and start? Because I don't even know if only one I may have faith in today is Stowers, and that's because of his back. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. And I still like Kerstead as a possible DH, and we'll see how that works itself out over the next couple of months. But hit that subscribe button. Swing for the fences with it. Hit that like button. Go ahead and strike it out. Leave us a thumbs up. Check out all the content on the channel. Hit the bell to know when all things will be dropped. More content, more previews coming from the Orioles. Only place giving you Orioles coverage how you want it, when you need it. The Flex On Podcast. We'll be back with more here on the channel. Have a good day, everybody. Thank you for watching.